it on the inside.
Contact. Bobby Lamont is over.
Gordon got loose. It's Harvick. Harvick. Oh, Junior. Trouble. Ward Burton had him run. Save that car.
That is a save right there.
Whoa.
Bumping, banging into the final corners.
This is Fast Forward, a full throttle look at the 2001 NASCAR Winston Cup season.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
Race fans have waited all winter for this. Race teams have worked many, many months for this moment to start the Daytona 500. Terry Bradshaw waves the green flag. We're racing.
The 2001 NASCAR Winston Cup season held great promise as the premier event in Daytona Beach kicked off. With new NASCAR rules and aerodynamic changes, the field was tight, resulting in 49 different lead changes, making it the most competitive Daytona 500 in history.
Look at them, 3 by 3 by 3 by 3.
At 190 miles an hour. Martin squeezes to the middle.
Michael went from the third lane all the way to the bottom, now back to the second lane.
Do that on the highway, you get arrested. Michael Waltrip leads the Daytona 500, but he's never won a Sunday Winston Cup race.
I believe Dale Jr. and Dale Sr. both are doing all they can to help Michael make that happen.
To the flag.
Come on, Mikey, you got it, man. You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. Mikey! All right! Yeah! All right!
Michael Waltrip wins.
I just can't believe it. It hasn't sunk in yet. I know I would have never won without Dale Jr., so he has to get half the credit. And I know I never would have won without the belief Dale Sr. had for me, and Napa, and all the people on my team.
As Michael Waltrip celebrated his first Winston Cup victory, his car owner and friend never met him in victory lane.
This is undoubtedly one of the toughest announcements that I've ever personally had to make. But after the accident and turn forward at the end of the Daytona 500, we've lost Dale Earnhardt.
The shocking death of Dale Earnhardt stunned the nation, but the NASCAR Winston Cup community knew the race must go on, and it was only fitting just 1 week later that his team would prevail.
Park has the run off the high side. He clears the body, and Steve Park scores the second straight win for Earnhardt Incorporated.
Man, what a great finish.
With an Earnhardt hat in his hand, Steve Park will drive to victory lane.
Steve, have you ever tried harder to win a race than today?
Oh, man, it brought tears to my eyes.
2 weeks later, it was Kevin Harvick's turn to win over the hearts of fans. Richard Childress called on him to take the reins, and he quickly stepped up to the challenge. In only his third Winston Cup start, the rookie looked more like a veteran, coming home first in one of the greatest races in NASCAR Winston Cup history.
3 wide.
Harvick the leader.
5 laps to go.
This is ingredients for a 5-car race. This is incredible.
Look at them, they're all over the place, high, low, and in the middle.
Harvick's got his work cut out for him now. And here comes Jeff Gordon.
Gets a good run there in the middle of 3 and 4. They'll be coming for the white flag right here. 1 lap to go.
He had a photo finish here last race. We're getting ready for another one, folks. Get up off your seats.
Just like a year ago, he's going to get him, though.
Here
He's
they
going to
come.
get him.
Gordon got loose. It's Harvick.
Harvick by
Harvick.
inches. Harvick by inches. Harvick by inches. What a race. What a finish. Listen to the crowd. I mean, that's incredible.
Folks, this is Dale Earnhardt's car and team. And Kevin Harvick, the young man Richard Childress tapped, is doing a John Force down the front straightaway.
I'm just thrilled. I kept praying for Dale to help us. He did.
How special this is. Look at Kevin Harvick as the fans saluted Dale with the number 3 on the 3rd lap. Kevin Harvick salutes him on the way to victory lane. What could be more fitting? What could be more special?
When Fast Forward returns, the Stock Car Warriors take to the short track arena as the title fight begins to take shape.
Winston went to the future and brought something back. New Winston Evo Flask. the newest cigarette innovation from Winston. The next level of flavor and smoothness. Winston Evo Flask comes in 2 styles. Evolved Light Blend. Evolved Rich Blend. 100% first cut tobacco. No additives. No reprocessed sheet tobacco made from scraps. Because there's no bull in our smokes, we have to use better tasting tobacco. We didn't just think outside the box, we reinvented the box. Crush proof. Water resistant. Curved to fit your pocket. Evo. Smoke one and you'll know why they don't come in an ordinary box. New Evo Flask. No boundaries, no bull.
Surgeon General's warning. Quitting smoking now greatly reduces serious risks to your health. No additives in our tobacco does not mean a safer cigarette.
By the time the short tracks rolled around, the first-time winner pattern continued.
Here they come to the flag. Sadler wins it.
Elliott Sadler became the 3rd first-time winner in the first 6 races, but along with the short tracks often come short tempers. Championship contender Jeff Gordon found himself in the eye of the storm on more than one occasion.
Jeff, what about your conversation with Rusty?
Well, you know, he body slammed me pretty bad there at the last corner. And I mean, it was just racing, but I was a little mad at him, you know. Thought it was a little uncalled for. There's no reason for him to just slam me all the way up in the other lane.
Gordon turns around Tony Stewart.
Baby, got him on his feet.
And on pit road, Stewart expresses his displeasure with Jeff Gordon.
Lost in the commotion was the 1999 Winston Cup Series champ Dale Jarrett. He became the year's first repeat winner and took the honors at Darlington, Texas, and Martinsville. Jarrett found himself 123 points ahead of Jeff Gordon in the title race, but he, like many drivers, felt a little apprehensive about racing at the world's fastest super speedway.
28 of these cars are on the lead lap, and there's probably 28 of them that could win this race. And once the white flag comes out, all bets are on. Hamilton, Stewart, and then 3 wide behind them.
If he'll protect the bottom, I don't believe that can beat him. He goes to the bottom here off turn 4. Nice block.
Time to pop it, baby.
5 wide behind them for the last time through. Hamilton wins it. Stewart is second, and they are 4 abreast for third. I believe Kurt Busch got it.
I never saw anything like that in my life. I never saw that many cars come across the line that close together. Thank God we had a great day and a great race.
That final lap excitement was matched on the first lap in the Winston.
Pace cars in, fans are on their feet. Here we go for NASCAR's All-Star Race. The 17th annual running of the Winston gets the green flag.
Oh, cars sideways. All the cars are loose down in the corner. The track is wet. It's Gordon, Michael Waltrip, Kevin Harvick car. All these cars are wrecking because I believe it might be raining down there. Unbelievable.
And the rain is
Look,
coming
it's
even
raining.
harder.
Oh, for Pete's sake. What a way to start this event.
They waved the green flag, the sky opened up, and now it's pretty well pouring here in Concord. So now we are going to start, not restart, but we are going to try to start this race for the 2nd time tonight. And the 4 cars that were damaged in the not quite lap 1 accident will start to the rear.
My old backup car is a lot better than anybody else's regular old car.
Jeff Gordon trying to become the 2nd 3-time winner of the Winston. Jeff Gordon is again a champion of NASCAR's All-Star Night.
By early June, the Cup boys crashed the party at Dover. Jeff Gordon had the field covered, leading 377 of the 400 laps, and Gordon's hot streak didn't stop there, as he led the field to the green the next week in Michigan.
Race car's off. Therefore, I got it. Be careful, Rusty. They're going to be banging all over the place. Earl, pay attention. Get ready. Ready. Green is out. Green.
Gordon dominated early and picked up 5 bonus points for leading the most laps. Rusty Wallace came to Michigan 3rd in points, but after contact with Todd Bodine, he fell to 6th in the Winston Cup Series standings.
You don't believe it. I just got nailed in the middle of that straightaway. Let's get the right sides on it, guys. Let's see what we got here. Watch the caution car, Earl. Get the right sides on it. Get this thing going. I ain't believing this. Who the hell was that? It was 66 that hit you.
Late in the race, it came down to a duel between Gordon and Rudd, a foreshadowing of the players in the title fight.
That might be his stop. All right, Mickey, come on, buddy.
1 lap to go.
And they're side by side at the start-finish line.
Rudd with a car length advantage.
Get up in front of him. You got to get in front of him. You can't let him come back on the outside.
Oh, Rudd's coming back.
Here he comes. He's going down to the bottom.
Gordon to block, and Gordon to win. He holds off Ricky Rudd. Wow.
The Michigan win was Gordon's second straight series victory. As the series moved to Pocono, Gordon again led the most laps. Dale Jarrett found himself leading late in the race, but in front of him, 1 lap down, was Dale Jr. He held up DJ just enough to allow Ricky Rudd to make his move.
Ricky Rudd down on the inside. Is he going to make it? Yes, he is.
Rudd scored his 21st career win and jumped to 3rd behind Gordon and Jarrett in the race for the Winston Cup title. Next, Dale Earnhardt Jr. finds redemption in Daytona.
Boundaries? No thank you. Introducing No Boundaries, No Bull. 5 ways to experience life without boundaries. Boundary 1, speed. Stock Car Racing School. 2 days, Daytona Motor Speedway. Experience 600 horsepower of quantum smooth racing machine. Driving will never feel the same again. Boundary 2, centrifugal force. Motorcycle Racing School. 2 days, Sears Point Raceway, California. Find your limit, then blow past it. This is a high RPM trip to the edge. Boundary 3, ocean surface. Offshore rockets. 2 days, South Florida coast. Experience the thrust of 2,700 horsepower as you rocket across the ocean surface. Boundary 4, gravity. MiG flight. 6 days, Moscow. Travel to the edge of space where the sky is blue below and black above. Boundary 5. Join the party that knows no boundaries. 3 cities, 6 nights. Miami, New Orleans, LA. Along the way, get VIP treatment at the coolest clubs. Register to enter. Call 1-866-W-NO-BULL. Calls and eligibility restricted to smokers 21 years of age or older.
Surgeon General's warning. Quitting smoking now greatly reduces serious risks to your health. No additives in our tobacco does not mean a safer cigarette.
The 4th of July weekend meant fireworks at Daytona. The traditional event marked the halfway point of the schedule. The sentimental favorite was Dale Earnhardt Jr. He desperately wanted to win this race. To do it would be euphoric.
The crowd is on its feet. The 43rd Pepsi 400 goes green.
Look at Junior go.
Up to 4th.
This young man, Alan, wants this race as badly as he's ever won anything in his life. He wants this one today.
Junior to the outside of Mayfield for 3rd.
7's coming with you. 7's coming.
Check out those fans. They are absolutely loving this. And Earnhardt goes to the front.
Still there.
Here's Dale Jr. to the outside of Dave Blaney for 2nd spot. Mayfield pushes him along in the draft.
Still there. Still there.
To the outside for the lead in turn 4. Dale Earnhardt Jr. rockets to the front at Daytona. Listen to the crowd.
And look at this crowd behind him. Look at this race behind him. And Tony Stewart gets run underneath the yellow line.
This thing's not over yet. 2 to go. Michael Waltrip dives underneath Bobby Labonte. They bump on the backstretch. Waltrip to 2nd. Elliott Sadler and Rusty Wallace with him. Now 2 team cars race in the 1 and 2 positions.
That's who Dale needs to see in his rearview mirror right now. That's the best thing he can see.
And they're 4 wide back between the Wallace boys.
Here they come, turn 4, final lap of the Pepsi 400. Michael Waltrip in 2nd, but it's going to be Dale Earnhardt Jr. using lessons learned from his father to go from 6th to 1st score the victory in the Pepsi 400.
That's unbelievable.
I don't think there's anybody here that didn't want to see that.
I am speechless.
All right, Mikey, you celebrate too. You never got to celebrate your win in February. You celebrate now.
Man, that's just so cool. Storybook ending.
Oh, this is great.
You know when your dad got his first win at Daytona? His first Winston Cup points win came 11 years ago today, July 7th, 1990.
Special. I dedicate this win to him. He was with me tonight. I don't know how I did it. But he was there, and Michael helped me. I guess we're even now.
I just wanted Dale Jr. to win so bad, and I wanted to be a part of it. I didn't want to finish 10th or 12th, and I stayed committed. I wasn't about to bail out on him.
After 18 races, no one had a firm grip on the Winston Cup trophy. In fact, Gordon and Jarrett were tied as the series hit the New Hampshire Mile.
It is Jarrett trying to close in what he lost to Ricky Rudd on the restart. Look at him, eat him up. Here comes Jarrett. 4 laps to go. The teammates banging together.
And here comes Jeff Gordon. He's on the inside of Rudd.
Rudd tries to close the door.
All clear, no pressure, no pressure, no pressure.
Dale Jarrett's out in
Clear
front.
by 5 on 24.
Gordon to second. Rudd back to third.
The boys, who were first, second, and third in points, finished first, second, and third in the race. With Gordon leading the most laps and finishing behind Jarrett, it meant they were once again tied. The defending Winston Cup champions struggled in the early part of the season. While Jarrett and Gordon could do no wrong, Labonte's team couldn't catch a break.
Still there.
Oh, there you go.
Come on down, clear.
There, we got trouble. Our leader, Bobby Labonte.
What a dismal season the Winston Cup champion is having. Labonte slides across the infield grass toward the start-finish line.
Boy, it's not been the kind of championship defense that Bobby Labonte was expecting.
And here's Bobby Labonte on pit road with the hood up.
It was during the second trip to Pocono where both DJ and Bobby's luck started to change.
Junior ducks low. Labonte's got the outside lane as they head for turn 3. Bobby's got the run to the outside. They squeeze. Labonte takes the lead. 2 laps to go. Dale has the inside line.
Still there. They're high. Side, outside.
Oh! He squeezed up somehow in front of Bobby Labonte.
Clear. Inside.
Blocking, ducking, diving. Incredible racing in the final laps here at Pocono. And Bobby Labonte wins the Pennsylvania 500.
Well, Labonte's luck changed for the better. Jarrett's changed for the worse.
Come on.
Look at the damage to the nose.
Yeah, I think it's got the radiator. I've got no water temp.
The race for the championship has just taken a twist here at Pocono.
Unfortunately, Dale Jarrett's 41st place finish at Pocono rippled a chain of events that would shove the '99 champ down to 5th in the title fight.
You all right? Something broke.
Oh, DJ almost. He's almost like he's got a flat tire.
Into the wall.
And Jarrett is spun down in the dirt. The leader is in the dirt pile in turn 1.
It's just an error on my part, and that's the kind of things you can't do if you're going to win championships and give yourself a chance at it. So, you know, this was my fault. We chalked this up to me. My guys did everything they could do to give us a car capable of running up front, and just didn't make that happen today.
Well, Jarrett's momentum was crumbling. Jeff Gordon was cashing in.
The last 3 straight years, the winner of this race has gone on to be the NASCAR Winston Cup Series champion. Jeff Gordon, the point leader, comes off the corner and becomes a 3-time winner of the Brickyard 400 at Indianapolis. Here comes the road course king, Jeff Gordon. 2nd win in a row, and he takes his 7th road course victory, winning here at Watkins Glen.
Other contenders in the points race were holding their own. Sterling Marlin's Michigan win snapped his 170-race losing streak and gave Dodge their first win since 1977. At Bristol, Tony Stewart racked up his 3rd win of the year, never losing sight of the championship chase. However, on a few occasions, he did lose his patience.
For those people that had any doubts and thought that I was putting everybody in danger, you're a bunch of idiots, because I was the fastest car on the racetrack at the end.
Now we got to be politicians, we got to be race promoters and everything else. So It used to be, you just used to be able to get in the car and race and not have to worry about all this BS.
At Richmond, things started to tighten up.
Oh, contact! Gordon's in the wall! The championship leader in the wall early at Richmond.
With Gordon sidelined, it allowed his followers to eat up a third of his Winston Cup points lead, an opportunity Ricky Rudd was not about to let slip away.
How did Rudd save that car?
That is a save right there.
We've seen Harvick slip, we've seen Rudd slip, we've seen Wallace slip. He got the bumper. Here comes Rudd, the bump and run. Rudd goes back to the lead with 5 to go. And it's going to be a big night in the championship for Ricky Rudd. Checkered flag is up. Rudd wins the Chevy Monte Carlo 400 at Richmond.
How did you save that car?
Well, I'm just so daggone good. No, I'm going to be real honest. I haven't got a clue. The good Lord must have steered it straight because I didn't have much to do with it.
Following September 11th, America's fastest sport deemed it appropriate to slow down and postpone the next week's event in Loudon. Race 27 would now be held at Dover. Fans, crews, and drivers showed their patriotism, celebrating something more important than racing, their country.
Well, the hearts and prayers of NASCAR fans and NASCAR teams reach out to a nation that is still recovering. We mourn your loss. We salute your heroes. We will race, but we will never forget.
The American and checkered flags out at Dover. Earnhardt Jr. wins.
Tony Sr., heck of a job. Hey, where's that big American flag at?
For these race fans, it doesn't get much better than this. And Earnhardt carrying the American flag around the racetrack after winning.
Dale Jr. grabbed another popular win, but he couldn't get his arms around the new Kansas Speedway, and he wasn't alone.
There's caution on the racetrack. Car in the wall. It's Dale Jarrett. Into the outside wall. Caution's out.
DJ picked up another DNF, and Gordon picked up one more inaugural victory.
He wanted Indianapolis in the first race there. He wanted California the first race there. Here he comes to the checkered flag. Gordon wins in Kansas City.
The Winston No Bull $1 million bonus was up for grabs for the final time in 2001. Earlier in the year, Jeff Gordon banked the money in Vegas. But at Talladega, anything goes.
What drama here at Talladega. Stewart with the run to the inside.
Inside, he's there.
3 wide up front. Coming to 5 to go. Please don't anybody make a mistake.
And 3 wide behind you.
All 30 cars on the lead lap in a big pack.
This is unbelievable.
The white flag is up. Final lap at Talladega. Who's it going to be? Labonte, Earnhardt Jr., Stewart, or maybe somebody out of the pack. Look at this move by Jr. at the white flag. Labonte blocks Bobby Hamilton.
Cannot believe that Toyota.
Contact! Bobby Labonte's over. It's the big wreck on the final lap. They're racing back for the win. Dale Earnhardt Jr. has won the $1 million bonus here at Talladega.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. in victory lane here at Talladega. $1 million for him, and the No Bull bonus pays off again.
Junior's Talladega win secured him 7th in points. Ricky Rudd's chance of capturing his first Winston Cup title ended in sight, but just out of reach.
Ricky Rudd trying to make it around to the finish line.
And Ricky Rudd did not make it.
Not gonna make it.
He lost 68 points to Gordon, putting him almost 400 points behind with just 5 races remaining. Coming up, more surprise winners and the crowning of the 2001 Winston Cup champion. In 2001, there were 5 first-time Winston Cup Series winners in the season, which set an all-time NASCAR record. The year also rejuvenated the career of Bill Elliott, who won the pole for the Daytona 500 and visited Victory Lane at Homestead.
He's done it today at Homestead. Elliott is your winner.
This year's competition was fierce. Fans witnessed a record 19 different faces in Victory Lane. Tony Stewart scored 5 top 10 finishes in the last 6 races, which was just enough to take the runner-up spot in the championship race. 2000 Winston Cup champ Bobby Labonte made a valiant late-season charge, but would end up 6th in the final rundown. After Ricky Rudd cut a tire in Atlanta, that was all Gordon needed. He went on to finish 6th in the race and became the youngest 4-time Winston Cup champion.
I think it's only fitting that we honor, I think one of the greatest champions NASCAR will ever have is Dale Earnhardt, and
I think they agree.
"2001 will be remembered as a year of tragedy and triumph. The loss of NASCAR's greatest driver and champion, and the resurgence of another."
this will never get old right here, buddy. This is all right. Gotta enjoy every moment of this, right?
What does the future hold for the NASCAR Winston Cup Series in 2002? Can Busch champ and Winston Cup Rookie of the Year Kevin Harvick back up his amazing freshman performance? Will the Earnhardt legacy live on in Little E with a championship bid in 2002? Will Tony Stewart's late-season rally continue into next year? And will Gordon continue to make history, or has 2001 provided us with a glimpse of what's to come? Will the Winston Cup establishment be bumped by a new generation of racers? No matter what the future holds, Fast Forward will be there. We hope you've enjoyed this full-throttle look at the 2001 NASCAR Winston Cup season. Be sure to look for us trackside in 2002.